He does a great job leading our defense and making plays, but we need him to be the leader that he's been all year, and keep the guys in line and make sure that we're having a great week of practice and just enjoy it and have fun.
The first year heading up this program, kind of the buy-in from the team. I know that it wasn't necessarily like a tough transition for you or anything, but just kind of what have you seen out of this unit in what can be kind of considered this sort of new look, new style?
Yeah, our kids did a great job of buying in, and one of the things I did initially, I got the job in March, and it was right before spring break, and then after spring break we started our spring practices. So I was going up to East Noble on Monday nights and having spring practice, and then I would come back up on Fridays and we'd do a morning workout. A lot of times it was passing, sometimes the linemen would come in, but then I'd spend the day at East Noble and I'd try to go into the weight room with the kids and spend time with them in there, or go to the cafeteria and sit at their lunch tables and just have conversations with them and get to know them. And then throughout the course of the summer, having senior leadership meetings and talking to our group about things that they felt like were important traditions in the program, things that they felt like they wanted to keep in place. And then, if there were things that I changed, they understood that I wasn't just trying to come in and change everything for no reason, that I had reasons behind some of the things some of the differences that I've made in the program. And our kids have done a great job of buying in and working their rear ends off, and they deserve this opportunity.
And I know, kind of started the season talking about some of the surface goals is definitely, beating Leo or winning the sectional. At what point did you realize that state title was within reach?
I knew this was a special group. We had the opportunity to compete with some really high caliber programs this summer, and I felt like we did a great job of competing with those programs. And then, we started off and we beat Leo the first time in the regular season, and they were, a highly ranked team. And then it was really after the Columbia City win that I think things shifted in a direction where I was like, wow, we can be really, really special. We came out and we scored 35 in the first half and went into halftime against the top 5 opponent with a running clock. And, I knew that we could be special. And then our defense has played great all season. They gave up 7 points in the sectional along the 3 games, and then another dominant performance in the regional, and then came away against a gritty, tough Mishawaka team with a great win last Friday, and I'm excited to compete with another great program this Friday.
And just kind of to the people who may have been sort of casting doubt or expecting kind of these losses along the way. Now you've got this new Palestine program that's top ranked as well. Just what do you want to let those people know to kind of like prove that this could be your year?
I'm sure there's teams that think New Palestine is going to be the state champions in 4A. They've done a great job. They've won several in the past, but we've got a great football program. We've got a great team ourselves, and I'm glad to be taking the field on Friday night with the East Noble Knights.
What is it about this team? I know we've talked about kind of the grittiness, the toughness, but kind of when everything's clicking, what is that going to look like out on the field?
Our kids do a great job of playing together. And that's one of the things I've noticed, that there's a bond between the kids, not just the seniors, but all the kids in the program. It's a family, and they love each other and they play hard for each other. I know that we have some guys who get some publicity for being great players, but we've got a great football team. We've got 11 guys on each side of the ball that at any given moment could be the star of the game, and we've had different guys who've been stars of the game at different times, and we've just got a really, really good football team.
Coach, we were talking to Kyle, and it sounds like you guys have built up quite a good relationship, especially in the offseason. What's it going to be like to coach against somebody on this stage that you consider a friend?
Yeah, the coaching community, you meet a lot of like-minded individuals, and a lot of people that aren't within the coaching community think, oh, well, that's a coach, they must hate each other. And in reality, a lot of the coaches who I've coached against in the past have been close friends of mine. So it's not something that I'm unused to, because of the way that coaching is. You get to know coaches, you meet them in the off season, or you go to clinics, and then you become friends. You talk to each other, and they're people that you can bounce ideas off of, and then you have to go and compete against each other. And most guys, you want to beat your friends. You want to have those bragging rights. So it's no different here.
He also said that offensively, with the running game and the intermediate passing, that preparing kind of, it looks like he's looking in the mirror. So
Yeah.
I'm curious your thoughts on that and kind of the challenges that they represent, do kind of what that is offensively.
It's very similar. You know, we run the ball. You know, we're first and foremost a running program, but we've got a good passing game, and our quarterback does a good job. It's very similar. You know, there's a lot of similarities between our philosophies, offensively, defensively. You know, their quarterback, you know, presents a problem because he's a very good runner as well as a passer, but ours is very similar to that as well. So, there's just a lot of we're almost carbon copies of each other.
My last one for you, is there anything about this group that you're coaching that you learned over the course of the season that you didn't know back when you won that?
They're a group of kids that they come to work every single day to get better. They're not necessarily, you know, going to be the hyped up group. The practices look the same every single day, and it doesn't matter if we're playing the best team on our schedule or if we're playing the worst team on our schedule. Practices look the same every single day. They show up, they do what they're supposed to do. They take coaching well. You know, throughout the course of the season, we've preached to them, try to get better every single week, and they've taken that to heart. And they always find something to work on and get better each week. And really proud of the group.